Hello everyone and welcome back to another week of our maths home learning. So for the next couple of weeks we're going to be looking at multiplication, particularly moving on to multiplication of bigger numbers. But we're going to start off looking at multiplying by 10 and multiplying by some multiples of 10. Okay, so let's just remind ourselves what happens when we multiply by 10. Okay, so we're looking at this multiplication calculation here. 5 multiplied by 10. Now we should all know that one because we know our 5 and our 10 times table, and we know that that multiplication is going to be 50. But let's look what's actually happening. So at the moment we've got 5 ones and we want to multiply them by 10. When we multiply them by 10, those 5 ones move into the tens column and we have 5 tens. It's 10 times bigger. So now we've got 5 tens and no ones, meaning we've got 50. But we have to remember to put our 0 in here with our digits as placeholder. So 5 multiplied by 10 is going to be 50. Now sometimes we say we can just put a 0 on the end when we multiply by 10, and that does work most of the time, but we do need to remember that it's actually jumping one column to the left in the place value chart as well each time, because that will help us a little bit later on with different numbers. Okay, so let's get having a go at some more multiplying by 10. Okay, so this is another representation of the one that we've just had a look at. 5 lots of 110. 5 times 10, because that's our 10 stick there in base 10. 5 110s will be 5 tens. 5 tens is the same as 50. So 5 multiplied by 10 is going to be 50. Okay, so that's the one that we've just had a look at. Okay, so your turn now. So you'll need your paper and your pencil, and you'll need to pause the video while you have a go at these multiplying by 10 calculations. Okay, let's check our answers. 2 multiplied by 10 is 20. 4 multiplied by 10 is 40. 10 multiplied by 8 is 80. 7 multiplied by 10 is 70. 10 multiplied by 6 is 60. And 3 multiplied by 10 is 30. Hopefully you got all of those right. Well done with those. Let's keep going. So this time we're going to see if we can match the bar model to the correct multiplication. So remember, when you're reading your multiplications, we read them 5 10 times or 10 5 times. Okay, that might help you match them up. Okay, so pause the video, see if you can match and draw the bar models which match the multiplications. Okay, let's match them up. So 5 lots of 10 was that first one there. 6 10 times, and 10 9 times. Hopefully match those up correctly. Well done. Okay, let's have a look at a word problem. Tom has 10 boxes of eggs. There are 12 eggs in each box. So how many eggs does he have altogether? Pause the video while you work this one out. Don't forget to write down your multiplication calculation that you used. Okay, Tom would have 120 eggs. 10 times 12, 120. Okay, so let's have a look at it now using place value counters with some bigger numbers. So looking in this place value chart, you can see lots of different rows. You'll be able to count how many different rows there are. And you can see in each row, there's a different number being made. So the number that's got 110 and 3 ones. Okay, so each row has 110 and 3 ones. And think about what that number is. 110 and 3 ones is 13. And there are how many rows? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 rows. What will that multiplication calculation be? Okay, well done. It would be 13 in each row, 10 times, because there's 10 rows. 13 multiplied by 10 will be 130. Okay, your turn now. So your turn to have a go at completing these bigger calculations. Some of them are a little bit tricky, so do look really carefully, particularly this one here. Think about what it's actually asking you to do here. Think really carefully. Okay, so pause the video and have a go at those ones. Okay, let's check our answers. 45 multiplied by 10, 450. 36 multiplied by 10, 360. 10 multiplied by 78 is 780. 31 multiplied by something is 310. Well, it must be multiplied by 10. 10 times 14 is 140. 40 times 10 will be 400. Now this one, 32 times 10 is equal to 10 times, well, we know have to be the same on both sides because equals means the same as. 32 multiplied by 10 is the same as 10 multiplied by 32. And this one, 670, is equal to 2 times 5 times, well, 2 times 5 is 10, and then that makes it much easier. The missing number must be 67. Hopefully you had a really good go with those. Well done. Okay, let's have a look at another word problem. Eva walks 60 metres to school. Teddy walks 10 times as far as Eva to school. How far does Teddy walk? Pause the video while you work out the answer. Okay, let's check. Teddy walks 600 metres to school. 60 times 10 is 600. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at multiplying by other multiples of 10. We're going to start off with this one. 20 multiplied by 4. So this is what we do. So 20 is the same as 2 lots of 10. So it's 2 10 times bigger is 20. Okay. So what I've done is I've ignored the fact that that's 20 and I've just imagined it's 2 multiplied by 4. 2 multiplied by 4 would be 8, but it wasn't 2 multiplied by 4. It was 10 times bigger because it was 20 multiplied by 4. So to make 8 10 times bigger, it would be 80. So 20 multiplied by 4 is 80. Okay, let's have a look at it in this one. 50 multiplied by 7. Well, 50 is just 5 10 times bigger. So whatever we do, we need to make sure it's 10 times bigger at the end. So we're going to do 5 multiplied by 7, which is 35, and then make the answer 10 times bigger, 350. If you need to pause and have a little think about that or rewind the video, you're welcome to do that. And then you're going to have a go now at some of those. So here's your turn to have a go. So remember, ignore the fact it's this 10 times bigger to start with. Do 4 times 6, work out the answer, and then make it 10 times bigger. And that will help you hopefully work those out. So pause your video while you have a go at those ones and then check back for the answers. Okay, let's check our answers. Okay, so here you go. So you can pause the video while you check off your answers now, see how many you got right. Hopefully you got quite a lot of them right. If you know your times tables, you should have done really well with these. Okay, so that's all for today for multiplying by 10. Feel free to have a little bit more practice if you need to. Get your parents or older brothers and sisters to set yourself some multiplying by 10 or multiples of 10. Don't forget to send me some photographs of your work by email, or you can share it on Mrs. Prince's Twitter. And I look forward to seeing you again for the next video. Okay, bye everyone for now.